If I didn't see it for myself with my own two eyes, I probably would have never believed it, man. Sony out there kicking butt, taking names. Again, a lot of people consider me an Xbox fanboy. I never bought into that. Yes, I prefer Xbox, but at the same time, I can congratulate Sony when they're absolutely killing it, and they're absolutely killing it right now. There's a reason why so many people are absolutely ecstatic and happy about what's going on right now in the gaming world. Now, is it always going to be that way for Sony? Is it always going to, continue to be rosy and all that kind of stuff? That remains to be seen. Microsoft has a lot of money and they have a lot of momentum and things like that. I was just talking to somebody earlier today in chat. I was saying how it's a completely different story this generation than previous generation, and I think that's something that a lot of PlayStation fans are having trouble dealing with. If you think about it, Sony was like, so many consoles ahead already at this point last gen, 10, 15 million. They're hardly a few million ahead this time, and Microsoft continues to sell well, even in places where they haven't sold well before. So this news is absolutely really good for Microsoft and Sony. I think probably more so for Sony. So Sony actually has out there competing. They're being competitive, right? This is what competition brings us as fans, and I am absolutely thrilled to death by this. This is actually cool stuff. And, at the end of the day, Sony is going to have to figure out what works best for them, because Microsoft already has figured out what works for themselves, right? Like, Microsoft loves the service route. They obviously have a long history of that with Windows and, Office and things like that. Now, clearly with Game Pass, they're kind of going in that same direction. And I think it'll come down to what fans want and, what fans are willing to spend money on. If Microsoft has a great offering of content on Game Pass, it'll do well. I personally think we're close to seeing that big explosion of games from Microsoft that's going to put them on the board for good, where they might even overtake PlayStation at particular points because they're going to have such a good offering. I mean, honestly, where else are you going to be able to, for a one subscription fee, get, Halo, Gears, Forza, Fable, Call of Duty, Diablo, like you literally any kind of Starfield, Elder Scroll, like no matter what you want, it seems like Game Pass has it. But to Sony's credit, they've seen this and they've kind of adjusted themselves, at least slightly, to kind of get a little bit better feel for things. So we'll see how this ends up working out. I suspect that Sony, they're smart. There's a reason why Sony does so well all the time, and we'll see how that works out. But this, in particular, this news is something that I've been wanting to get into. It just got confirmed today. So it originally started out as a bit of a leak, and now we see that it is a confirmed report now from Sony themselves. So let's get into it. I want to talk about it. I know you guys are excited. Let's go. I give Sony credit where credit is due. They really do a good job of keeping fans kind of on the hook. And like I said, the competition that's coming between Microsoft and Sony has really done wonders for the PlayStation 5. Now, don't get me wrong. I think the PlayStation 5 is an absolutely incredible piece of hardware, but I don't think that it's all that compared to the Xbox Series X. I actually think the Series X is the better console with the better features and things like that. You could definitely go and say that the PS5 has, some bonuses with the solid state drive. That'd be fair. Maybe you like the dual sense or what have you. That'd be fair. But I think overall, at the end of the day, what we're seeing from Microsoft, what we're seeing from Sony is, games are pretty much playing the same on both. It really kind of comes down to what the first party has to offer. So that's going to be the difference. Also, things like this. Listen, Sony is going out there. Now, this leaked originally, the PlayStation Plus stuff, and like they're putting Final Fantasy VII Integrate, Assassin's Creed title. They're really going out all out with, their offerings, and this is fantastic stuff. Leakers have come through again. Stray, Final Fantasy VII Integrate, and multiple Assassin's Creed titles have been confirmed for PlayStation Plus Extra in July. They'll also joined by Marvel's Avengers and some additional PlayStation Plus, PSP classics for premium tier subscribers. The list looks like this: Stray, Final Fantasy VII Integrate, Marvel Avengers, Assassin's Creed Unity, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered, Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, the Ezio Collection, Saints Row 4 Re-Elected, Saints Row Get Gat Out of Hell, Spirit of the North Enhanced Edition, Ice Age Scrat's Nutty Adventure, Jumanji, Paw Patrol on a Roll, Ready Set Heroes, and PlayStation Plus Premium Classics, No Heroes Allowed, Loco Roco Midnight Carnival. So the original story kind of goes like this. Sony has updated their new tiered version of PlayStation Plus. Presumably we're going to get more than one dump per month. They've already learned which games that PS Plus subscribers can enjoy this month, but what about the extra and premium subscribers? As a result, PlayStation Plus Extra includes a library of PS4 and PS5 titles similar to the now defunct PS Now, and PlayStation Premium also includes a library of classics ranging from the PS1 to PS3 era. It's expected that Sony will make a tradition of revealing new PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium titles around the middle of each month. Well, we may know some of the things that are actually going to be do that because, like I said, it was leaked out. And you know what? It looks like it's pretty good, interesting, and some stuff that makes it pretty competitive. Obviously, I mean, if I'm looking at this and saying, okay, well, what have I played and what have I beat? So Final Fantasy VII Integrate, I took care of that already. Marvel's Avengers, I beat that. Assassin's Creed Unity, beat it. Black Flag, beat it. Assassin's Creed Rogue, beat it. Ezio Collection, beat it. Saints Row 4 Reelected, beat it. As for some of the other stuff, actually Jumanji, Paw Patrol on a Roll, beat it, obviously, with my son. So there's not really much for someone like me. That's always the hang up when it comes to these types of situations where, we see all these games announced. But the bottom line is somebody like me who is, I buy a lot of games. I'll buy a lot of games at launch. I'll also buy games on sale. Even if I don't really, have an interest in it, anything has a price. You see something for $5 or $10, yeah, you pick it up. That's just sort of how I handle things when I'm talking about buying video games. And so that's pretty much how I handle myself when it comes to games. Now, that could be cool. That could also be, kind of not cool because a lot of times I won't get a chance to experience. But then sometimes, I'll just be like, hey, let me go check out this game. I've never, really played it or whatever. Maybe it'll be good. And that has worked out for me quite well at various times as well. So, it always just, I think, kind of depends on what the situation is. Like I said, for me personally, I find it to be pretty cool to see that Sony is going out there and trying to match what Microsoft is doing. And in some cases, giving people a chance to play some of these games. This is what it's all about. I mean, video gamers like to play video games, and now we're getting to see the chance to play games more so than what we've seen in a long time, thanks to these types of services. And I know a lot of people hate the services and that we talk about them or whatever, but honestly, things are going in such a direction right now that it's kind of unbelievable. Whereas before, a certain type of person or people had to be into gaming. Usually it was a person that had quite a bit of money, and now we see a bit of these things changing around. And I think it's for the better. I think it's definitely for the better. With that being said, if you guys do enjoy my content, please do me a favor and like the video. It takes me a little bit to put these together and all that kind of stuff. If you would just please like the video, it would mean a lot to me. And I would just definitely appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up. As always, you guys have a fantastic day. We'll catch you later. Crap gamer out.